Well, that is exactly the point I've been making, that there is no transparency. Leadership in Nigeria is so shady. In other climes, people give account of their stewardship. Leaders are elected to serve the people, and when you serve people, you account to them. You explain to them what goes on. But here we have people who are so dishonest. The barrister said it's a crime to spend outside appropriation budget. But the fact is that Falano the other day was saying, recounting his interaction with Fela back then, and Fela said, you people use English to cover these things and make it sound beautiful. He said they are thieves. It is stealing. That the government, the president will go and invest that huge sum of money without proper procedures. And then you start wondering, what sort of human beings are they? Demons? Are they monsters from outer space? Because these things don't make sense. Bryson just said they make too much money, and indeed they do. But the fact is, how old are these leaders? How much more money do they want to make? Which private jet or car would Bola Tinubu want to fly now that he has not flown in his life? The common sense should tell us that at a certain age, people should start thinking more of correcting their past, making their where they are going to, thinking more of what they're going to than here, because they have less at stake here. We've seen them every day. Death comes, and not even flying to the UK can redeem the person. So I've done that illustration once. That look, 1 billion naira. If you keep 1 billion naira, no interest, no income yielded, you just keep it and remove 50,000 every day, 365 days in a year. You will not exhaust 1 billion naira in 50 years. All these leaders, even at Babio, who youths were protesting about their livelihood, and he was making jest of it. You go and protest, we'll be here eating and drinking. That's the height of irresponsibility. And anybody in that sort of position who makes that sort of silly statement does not deserve to be there, does not be anywhere near public office. So there is no transparency. We have thieves and common criminals in power. And that is the only reason why these things are the way they are. These solutions are not rocket science. Anybody who enters that place today with an honest and genuine desire to solve these problems will solve them. Look at the modular refineries mentioned. Barrister said they are illegal. Yes, because they are not backed by law. But why wouldn't they be backed by law? Because we are running a system that is contrary to proper reasoning. It doesn't make logical sense. You have young people who by their own selves, no training whatsoever, are able to refine crude, send it to petrol stations. What we buy, most of it are from these modular refineries that are tagged illegal. Go to Okwa. The soldiers go there, civil defense people go there, and kill people, destroy their tanks and everything. And the uniform men lobby to be posted to those places because they stay there 6 months, they are millionaires. They own their own operations there, illegal operations, backed by the uniforms they wear and the arms provided by the federal government. These are the realities of what is going on. We have thieves all over the place. Now, what does it take the government from, young men, you are able to do this much. Get people to train them. Put them in a classroom or school. Show them safer ways, because there, explosions happen. Many of them get roasted and die. Those are also the realities. But because they must survive, they must live, they must have food to eat, they still go there. Those alive that survive still go back there to fend for themselves and their families. The government can bring these people, harness them, show them safer ways to do these things, license them, supply them crude legally, legalize their operations, then make them pay tax. That is how things are done in other places. And when you have these pockets of refineries here and there, why would we be talking about petroleum subsidy or lack of product? Because it will be there. There'll be competition. If you're selling to me at this price and the other man comes and says, hey, take it for 500 naira less, I'll buy from him. So our problems are our leaders Take it or leave it. Some will talk about they want to shift the blame to the Nigerian people. The Nigerian people are the victims, and blaming the victim is wicked. What do we have? We run a system where anybody in power has executive powers. Executive powers to do and, like they say, undo. And that's crazy. No checks and balances. A person becomes president. He very practically picks and appoints the Senate president, the Speaker of the House, the CJN. So he's above the law. Whatever he says, whatever he decides, can pass through all those systems and all of that. After all, we had a Senate president before Akpabio who was so irresponsible to say that whatever bill the president brings, we will approve it. That is a public declaration from a man who should be checkmating the president, being that irresponsible and silly in public.
Okay, well, we'll come back to